The young Chris Isaak grew up in California listening to Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash and Roy Orbison, and those singers have influenced his work throughout the years.
Now he's taken it one step further and recorded an album of tributes to the Sun record label. His own songs are on there too, and it's founder Sammy Phillips who discovered so many great American recording artists.
We're going to talk to Chris in a moment. First, we're very pleased to say we have a live performance from him with the Elvis classic, Can't Help Falling in Love. Good morning, Chris.
Nice to see you. I'm blushing ever so slightly now. Nice to see you. How are you?
Good, doing good.
That was lovely. Absolutely lovely. What is it about Elvis that you love so much?
Well, there's a reason they call him the king of rock and roll. He just maybe the greatest voice, I think, in rock music ever. Mm-hmm. And did I mention the hair?
Yeah, and the hair. But your hair, some people suggest you want to look like Elvis. Your hair is just that way anyway.
Is that way anyway? You know what's funny is my older brother showed me something. I don't get on the internet that much. And he goes, Chris, there's a website that people want to get pictures of you without your wig. I don't wear a wig. I don't wear a wig, but I go, I want to have a bald thing put on so somebody can get a picture like that.
Does it take a lot of time and attention and design to have a
not a
like
lot
that?
of attention, just a lot of grease.
All right.
It's good hair. Should we
hair.
talk about your music?
Please.
So you grew up listening to Elvis, Roy Orbison, Johnny Cash, and this album that you've got out, it's got some of your own tracks on there as well.
Yeah.
But is mainly a tribute to them, really.
It's, you know, it's just the music I grew up listening to. When I was a kid, my parents had a really small but fantastic record collection. Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, Roy Orbison, Johnny Cash, Elvis, and that's these songs that I'm doing. And it's just a lot of, we go out and play live, and we've been playing some of that music live. It's just amazing to see people when you kick into Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. They like hearing Wicked Game, they like hearing Blue Hotel. Well, you Ring of Fire is like everybody kind of remembers those tunes.
Yes.
And very popular with England cricketers as well. Do you know that? It was their theme song when they were playing in India.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a song they always sang.
Well, I'm doing good. Yeah.
But also, this association those artists have with Sun Records and the studio in Memphis, which is sort of hallowed ground, really, for many musicians.
Well, if people don't know, there's a little recording studio that was, in the 50s, was really knocking them out, the hits, and it was 3 in the morning, and then we'd go next door and fix ourselves a burger or something, and then go back and play.
Yeah, it's a wonderful little place because they're very, it's a tiny little space, isn't it?
It's a tiny, not like this spacious, you know, place here, but yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And when you're doing the covers, just one thing what I learned going to Sun Studios was when Johnny Cash did I Walk the Line.
Yeah.
To get the percussion, he shoved,
Yeah.
was it a dollar bill behind the frets?
Well, now it's up to $5. But,
That's inflation.
yeah. But
did you echo that?
You know, we had, in the studio with us was a guy named Cowboy Jack Clement, who wrote some songs for Johnny Cash, and he recorded Johnny Cash and produced some of those with him. And he was in the studio with us, and I thought, you know, he's 80 years old. I thought Cowboy Jack is going to be, you know, sitting with a cup of tea and advising us. Cowboy Jack is a wild man. I'll give you an example. He took out my bass player, and the next day my bass player showed up to the show, to the rehearsal, and he's wearing dark glasses. And I said, "What's wrong?" He goes, "I think I'm getting a cold." I said, yeah, he was out with Cowboy Jack.
You mentioned Sam Phillips, and in your sleeve notes it says, well, a big thanks to him, not just for discovering all these incredible artists, but also a compliment he paid to you.
Okay, I'm going to get moved by by something that happened to me, but he's the reason I got into music. I mean, I came out of a town, I didn't have any connection to show business. Did you have show business family?
No.
No.
Yeah, so we, you know, like you don't, it's a weird business to get into, you know, but all of a sudden I'm listening to a record, and it was Sam Phillips who made that record for Elvis, and Sam Phillips who made it for Johnny Cash. And years later, after I'd been recording and everything, I picked up a magazine. I didn't know I was going to be mentioned in it. At the end of the article, he's talking about working with Elvis and everything, and then at the end they said, "Well, who do you listen to now?" And he said, "Well, I don't listen to everybody now." He says, "But I do listen to Chris Isaak." And man, that was like, I mean, it brought tears to me, because I go, that's the biggest compliment when the people that inspire you turn around and say, "You're okay," you know.
We can't let you come here without talking about a song which has been haunting me for decades, Wicked Game. Can we have a quick look?
Sure.
Just told us that suit is made out of what?
It was made out of a pair of drapes that I had. They were like
curtains.
old, curtains, and very floral, like had big, you know, flowers on it and stuff. And I took it to this woman. She made drapes, a little Japanese woman, and she made the drape suit, and it looked really kind of wild, and I liked it. And then, but when she made it and I tried the pans on, she goes, I have to, another day. I need one more day. And I said, no, it fits perfect. It's okay. And she said, one more day. And she was all red in the face. And when I came back, she had moved the flour off of my crotch. And that no sweeter act can be done by a woman than to move the flour from the crotch.
It seems appropriate. It was in Wild at Heart then, really, doesn't it? After all that. So what happens next? You've got your album out, Beyond the Sun. Are you going to be touring, or what's happening?
You know, I have been in the same band for 26 years, the same guys. So we never rehearse. We only play. We never stop. We never stop.
What do you mean you never rehearse? We just pitch
know,
up somewhere and
well, like when we show up,
we show up
for a show and we say we need to do 3 more songs. We'll do them at sound check, and
So can fans see you here in the UK?
not for a bit. I think we're going to do promotion here, and then we're going to come back and do a proper show.
Good.
Hey, I sounded English there, almost like Madonna, huh? I'm picking it up.
Yeah, you have to stay a bit longer for that.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks
It's a
very
pleasure
much.
meeting you.
Thank you.
You very much
Pleasure.
for coming in.
And Chris's album, Beyond the Sun, is out today. He sang a
nice
song
man.
just for you. What a nice man.
Isn't he lovely?
He's a nice man.
Doesn't take much. Get me on.